I wish I had classic cars.
What would you get first?
Um, like a Benz 540K.
Which one is that?
It's like their roadster from the mid 30s.
Did did someone have one of those? A bad guy?
No. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of bad guys that had them.
But you know, you want to say Mercedes-Benz mid-30s.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, they're cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
That's a going to get your dick sucked car.
Yeah. Red leather interior, black paint.
That's badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love how long the front of those cars are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you should start getting classic cars.
I mean, I think you need
Be a Jay Leno's garage kind of guy.
You need to be somebody with like a net worth of like $900 million to start.
How much money does Leno have?
Probably close to that.
You think so?
Yeah.
Would you get like stupid cars? Like, oh, there were only 12 of these and they didn't really work that well, but I have one?
No.
I saw a BMW the other day where...
No, you just want stuff you go out, live out in the country, you take one of these out every Sunday.
Do you know the BMW Z1?
Z1?
Yeah, look it up. It's a roadster, but they didn't have doors. You press like the keyhole, and then the door comes down.
Oh, interesting. There was
it was from like 1990?
There was a concept Lincoln Continental disappearing doors. You ever see that?
No.
There was this company in the UK that...
Were they like swipe open?
They go under the frame.
Yeah, that's kind of what the Z1 had.
Yeah. But it required all this shit in the fucking...
Well, it doesn't go under the frame. It's just that you have to kind of jump into the car even after it comes down.
Yeah, no, they would do that.
Oh, it goes like a garage door, but reverse?
It just goes underneath the floor pan.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was like built as like a concept, and like it was all like hydraulically controlled. So in the trunk, you have these like big tanks and motors and stuff.
Yeah, it really solves a problem.
Yeah.
Opening doors. The BMW one is cool.
Yeah.
This really changes everything. This particular model, we have chosen to
It's cool.
Yeah.
and lengthen the door by 10 inches in order to increase access to the rear seats. These somewhat drastic modifications to the baseline vehicles have in no way detracted from the appearance of the cars. These prototype conversions work well for now.
Wait, why would they have that British guy doing the voiceover? So it seems classier. It's an American company.
No, it's not. It's a British company.
I thought you said Lincoln Continental.
They took a Lincoln.
A British company did it.
Yeah, they modified it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they make Lincolns anymore? They do?
Yeah, but I don't think they have any sedans.
They make the Navigator still.
The Navigator, a lot of crossover. I don't know if they make the last time I saw a Navigator was like 2019, but I don't know. I don't really pay attention.
I don't pay attention to cars at all.
But yeah, I don't think they have any sedans anymore.
Yeah. The Escalade is still out there. If you like go in like Wall Street around 6 p.m., like everyone's drivers are waiting to pick them up and drive them to Westchester in Escalade.
Is that what you want?
A driver?
An Escalade.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, dude. If I got like a big ass car, I'd get a Land Cruiser.
Yeah?
Yeah. Of course, dude.
They don't have the Land Cruiser anymore, though.
They're bringing it back this year.
Are they?
Yeah. And they have it around the world, too.
Are they bringing that back, or they're bringing the Land Cruiser Prado back?
The Prado's never been sold in the United States.
They're bringing the Prado over.
The GX470 was the Prado.
Similar, yeah.
Was the.
But I think next year to the 2025 there'll be.
I think they're going to bring the Prado and the Land Cruiser.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because they stopped production this year in the United States.
You're like a Land Cruiser guy?
I wanted to buy an LX470 for a long time, but there was no way I could pitch my girlfriend a 3-row car that's really difficult to park and gets 13 miles per gallon.
You'd just destroy it too.
I would smash.
You wouldn't take care of it.
I would smash cars like
you bought
parallel parking.
You bought that Benz and immediately hit somebody with it.
I didn't buy that Benz and I didn't hit someone. Someone just broke suddenly on the BQE.
And then you hit them with the car.
I broke suddenly afterwards, and then we had a little collision. And then they freaked out because they were smoking weed.
But that was like a week after you bought it.
It was less than a week.
Yeah.
It was like 3 days.
And then you drove that car into the ground. You like destroyed it within 3 years.
I did not destroy that car. First of all, that car was a piece of shit.
Okay.
Yeah, that car is from an era of Mercedes-Benz where Chrysler took over and if they fell off a cliff.
But you drove it off a cliff.
I did not drive it off a cliff. The car just continuously kept braking. Every part of the car kept braking. And it wasn't from collisions. It was from just the car sucking. The air conditioning unit would break every 5 minutes. I just didn't have AC for 2.5 years. I just drove it because I thought it looked cool.
You got you have like a V70 now. What are you driving?
They don't make the V70 anymore.
Well, I don't even know what car you have. You have
V60.
Volvo. V60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the
And you love that.
base model. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a really nice car. I've never had a brand new car before.
You leased it?
I leased it.
Yeah. That seems smart.
Yeah. Apparently someone told me and it sounded right, even though I didn't, that's what the wealthy do. They only lease. But it makes sense because
it's a depreciating asset.
the car is a depreciating asset, and then shit keeps breaking, and then eventually you're responsible for all of it after the warranty is up, and it's stupid.
Yeah.
And a car is a nightmare for the rest of the time you have it.
Yeah. Although used car prices have gone up.
Yes, since COVID.
There have been windows where buying makes more sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Since COVID, used car prices have shot through the roof. I think the only smart car to buy is probably a Camry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they're the most dependable and cheapest to fix cars. You can drive it for 300,000 miles. They're great cars.
What's going to happen with all the Teslas?
I don't know. Why? They suck?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happens when those batteries go?
Yeah, what's the argument of, like, how do you dispose of an electric car's battery?
I don't know.
And how much would it cost to replace?
I just know that this
is car talk.
Yeah, well, it feels like, just as a casual observer and someone who never had any interest in Teslas, that a lot of the marketing was not done by them. It was just sort of imposed upon them by the marketplace itself. Like they came out, I mean, Elon buys this company, and then I remember seeing like virtual dealerships in malls. It was like the first time I ever saw that. You remember that?
Tesla dealerships, yes.
Yeah, they weren't dealerships. It was like
and they didn't have cars.
Yeah, it was a thing they do in Manhattan, where
Yeah.
there's brands that have flagship stores here that lose money.
Yes.
They don't do anything. They're just like Cadillac had one. They had a Cadillac house. It was like a club you could hang out in fucking the financial district or Soho or something.
That's cool.
And so it was seen as this sort of like, not even, I wouldn't even call it luxury, but sort of a thing for like the rich of the future, like tech conscious people to be like, oh, here's an EV from a new company and they're rethinking a disruptor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like a disruptor, like the Apple of cars or something like that.
Right.
And now that they've been around for a long time, and also too, when they were sold like software, where it's like a lot of the features are going to come with updates. You're getting something early, and then it's going to be updated. There's going to be additional features.
You'll have self-drive.
All this shit that never really materialized and didn't happen.
Yeah.
I think they called it Plaid or something. I forget the name of what their premium thing. But now that like Elon has way more visibility and people can kind of see him as like a
dickhead.
Yeah, just sort of an erratic guy.
Yeah.
And especially what's going on with Twitter, it's like, okay, well, obviously we were all just kind of like drunk on like the idea of a future filled with EV, and
I think most car companies are ramping up production right now of EV.
EV. Yeah, well, I mean, they have to compete with that segment, but I mean,
Yeah.
running a car company's got to be really fucking hard, and the ones that have existed. They took 100 years to figure out how to do it.
Well, that was the exciting thing. If I'm gonna try to figure out what people liked about it, the exciting thing was that he was starting a new car company.
What, Tesla?
Yeah,
I think he bought it.
but
But
that
there's
it was like
other-
something that didn't exist before. And
I
that-
think it was the way in which it was tethered to Silicon Valley is what made it different.
Yeah.
It's because there's other like EV startups, but they come out of like, you know, like India or Vietnam or whatever. And it may be that the luster of like, because he didn't invent electric cars. They've been a thing since the 90s, you know. But they were seen as gay or something. I don't know. Certainly like hybrids, you know, Priuses. They sold way more Priuses than anything.
yeah.
But yeah, I guess people's perception of them will probably shift as
I think they're becoming more and more in demand, though. I think people
Teslas.
with electric vehicles.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.